format for today is going to be this and all that. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. We're on the air in about 15 seconds. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Facebook pre-show. So this is the Facebook pre-show. This is pretty much the preparation of where we get you ready for the day. And we're just thankful for everybody that's tuning in to the Facebook pre-show. And for those of y'all that don't know me, I am Poncho Blazing ATM, Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service. I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And first of all, I'd just like to thank the Facebook Nation that's tuning in to the Facebook Live pre-show. I appreciate you all so much. Now, for those of you all that will be tuning in later on, you can check out the replay of the Facebook pre-show at any time. Now, for those of you all that are in school, whether you're a student or whether you're a staff member, if you're tuning in later on, you're more than welcome to tune in later on officially. And for those of you all that are the YouTubers and the TikTokers, hey, I invite you to tune in later on, because you will be able to tune in later on to the Facebook pre-show and Facebook post-show. Now, also, before we continue, we just got to let you know real quick, for the Facebook pre-show, we're on a 15 to 20 minute time limit, so we're going to do our best to get through this right away. But Holly Johnson Evans, thank you for tuning in to the Facebook Live pre-show. I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate you so much. And for everybody that will be tuning in and everything, let me just let you know what's happening. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page and Poncho HollandVEVO, and follow me on my Facebook personal page in Joseph James Holland, my Facebook fan page in Poncho Blazing ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Be sure to follow and subscribe to Global Force Records Incorporated, GFR Incorporated, on YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to follow One Way Ministries Facebook and YouTube page. And be sure to follow my mother, Prophetess Princess Holland, at Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube and on Facebook. And to Faye Mason. Hello, Faye Mason. Welcome and thank you for tuning in to the Facebook Live pre-show. And we are on a 15 to 20 minute time limit on the Facebook pre-show. So let's get down right to it. Hardly anymore on Facebook I go live. The only time I really go live on Facebook is via an announcement, via a remembrance, or the Facebook pre or post show. If I'm not Facebook Live for any of those, then I won't be Facebook Live hardly. But to Matt Clay, thank you for tuning in, Matt Clay, to the Facebook Live pre-show. I appreciate you tuning in so much. Today, we got an exciting day on everything. So to kick things off, we're here on the Facebook pre-show for the next 15 to 20 minutes. After that, it'll be One Way Ministries church service. Followed by that will be the Talking Poncho's Palace, episode 122. And finally, we're going to end the day with the Facebook post show, where I'll be back on Facebook Live later on for the Facebook post show. And we're going to do a couple of birthday shout outs in between the mix of time. So we got an exciting day. But just to let you know on the Talking Poncho's Palace on what the subjects will be for the Talking Poncho's Palace for today later on. Today on the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast later on today, we're going to talk about MLB's new baseball rule in the ball and strike challenge that's been approved as of next year, 2026. So we're going to touch on that subject. And also, later on, we're going to talk about no more Lesnar and Cena. So after their match at WrestlePalooza this past Saturday, their rivalry is completely done and finished. We're also going to talk about festivals like the Swap Meeting, the Black Bear Festival, the Grand Reunion, and the International Harvest Fest. In addition to that, we're going to talk about the NBA being back on NBC. And we're going to conclude on that episode with the beautiful and lovely Shantae Smith, Tay-Tay, which it is her birthday, by the way. So I'll be giving her a birthday shout out later on. So Shantae Smith, wherever you're at around the world, I would just like to say happy birthday to you. And I hope that you have a great one and enjoy your birthday shout out later on. And to Robbie Harris that is tuning in. Robbie Harris, I appreciate you tuning in to the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. And I seen you at the Possum Festival earlier this month. So I appreciate you stopping by. And it's always great seeing you. And happy 15 plus years of being friends. Hey, friends comes along the way. And it's hard to keep friends. So I appreciate you being friends with me for the past 15 plus years. Now, before we move further, I would just like to say to the family that lost the late, great Janet Turner. I was there at the funeral also. And the funeral was a great turnout. The speaker of the hour was Elder Terry Turner. And he did a phenomenal job at the funeral. To all the family that was there, from the likes of Cam Foster, to Devin Foster, to Gerald Foster, to Alex Bottom, to Shaquille Bottom, to all the Bottoms, all the Fosters, and the beautiful and lovely baby girl Amanda Dean. And just to all the family that's there at that funeral this past Monday. I appreciate you allowing me to be there for the funeral. Thank you for allowing me to attend the funeral. It was a true blessing for her to be one of my customers while I was down there in Harlan working. And I know that she is truly missed. She was a great family member to everybody. And she made sure that you was taken care of. And she took care of her family first. And always served the Lord. So she is truly missed in Harlan County, Kentucky. In Harlan, Kentucky. And in the whole HC community. She is truly missed. But we do got a whole lot to discuss. As far as for all the segments and all the things we're going to be doing. So just to let you know what's happening around the world. We all know the passing of Charlie Clerk. To dig deep more into that situation, go to all your social media sites and all your TV sites to figure out what happened with him. The WNBA 2025 semifinals is here. So as of right now, it is the Las Vegas Aces versus the Indiana Fever, and it is the Phoenix Mercury. And the Phoenix Mercury has done a phenomenal job. They're taking on the Minnesota Lynx. It is going to come down to the wire on who wants it the most. Now, for me, and I'll say this, the Minnesota Lynx is on a mission. They're on fire, and the Minnesota Lynx is determined to get back into the championship game and win the championship once again. And they've got a great team. They're healthy, they're strong, and they're more determined and more focused to win the championship. I believe the Minnesota Lynx overall will be the 2025 WNBA champions. Now, that's just me. I hope that they make it back to the championship and win the championship. But the question is, they got to get past the Phoenix Mercury first. Should they get past the Phoenix Mercury first, then they will take on the winner of either the Las Vegas Aces or the Indiana Fever. Now, with that matchup, it's evenly played. So, I think, me personally, they'll take on the Las Vegas Aces. But the Indiana Fever, even though they've had injuries and they've battled scars, the Indiana Fever are still fighting. So, for the Indiana Fever, they may have a great chance if they keep up this determination. But it will come down to who wants it more. So I'm not for sure, but we'll have to tune in and find out. But just 2 shout outs real quickly. Congratulations to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, congratulations on you being the 2025 WNBA MVP for the 4th time. Asia Wilson, wherever you're at, tuning in around the world, if you're watching, I appreciate you for all the work that you've done, not only in the WNBA, but for professional basketball in general, and basketball in general. Keep up the great work, and you're doing a phenomenal job. And congratulations to Paige Beckers on becoming the 2025 WNBA Rookie of the Year. Paige Beckers, you're following in right behind Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark won the MVP last year, and now with you winning the Rookie of the Year this year, I expect you to do great things. You and Caitlin Clark both being Rookies of the Year. Continue being great, Paige Beckers. I know that being on a struggling team can be hard and frustrating, but if anybody can pull through, you can, and you're strong enough to pull through, so you will definitely make it. Congratulations on WWE NXT. WWE NXT for 15 years. 15 years of sacrifice, 15 years of determination, 15 years of hard work in the WWE. NXT, congratulations to you all. For those of y'all that don't know what NXT is is basically the developmental territory for WWE. But now it's known as the 3rd wrestling brand in the WWE. NXT is the replacement of OVW and FCW. And when the WWE ECW program was in, that disbanded in February of 2010. So that's when NXT came about. So NXT was originally just designed to be a developmental company and develop rookies to the next generation. But overall, as time comes, NXT became very popular. So they had no choice but to brand it to a 3rd brand. And today, NXT stands strong and is the hardcore version of the WWE. So I'm very proud of NXT and for all the accomplishments it's had and its leaders in Triple H and Shawn Michaels and the late Great American Dream Dusty Rhodes and William Regal. But NXT's developed great stars over the years, like Seth Rollins with the Shield, the Wyatt family with the late great Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe. You've had Bobby Roode. You've had EC3, and you've had Big E Langston. You've had the Viking Raiders. You've had Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and so on. And even from today's stars, in Trick Williams, and from Oba Feben, Jada Parker, and the list goes on and on. And who can ever forget Mandy Rose and the time she had in the longest reigning WWE NXT Women's Champion in history? You can't forget that. I mean, really, you can't forget that. But I just want to say 2 special shout outs to 2 great couples out there. The first shout out will be a happy anniversary to David and Marsha Steele from Norton, Virginia. So David and Marsha Steele, if you're tuning in and if you're watching, happy anniversary to the both of you. And may God continue to bless your marriage, and may God continue to bless you all overall. And a happy anniversary shout out to Andrew and Iris Creech. Andrew and Iris Creech, I was definitely there at your wedding 2 years ago. And you all have been a phenomenal couple. Congratulations on your all's 2-year marriage and 2-year anniversary. May God continue to bless you all. And may He continue to keep you all overall. Now, we are getting ready to transition over in just a few minutes. But I thank everybody that always tunes in around the world, wherever you're at, in Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever the case may be. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Whether you're a fan, whether you're one of my friends, whether you're one of my family, blood-related church, or if you're just somebody tuning in overall. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. And to the people that's tuned in right here in Holly Johnson Evans, I'll get that right in a minute. Faye Mason, to Matt Clay, and to Robbie Harris, thank you all specifically for tuning in. And to everybody else that'll be tuning in, I appreciate everybody. I don't discredit anybody or dismiss anybody. Everybody is important. Everybody has a job to do. Everybody has work to do. Everybody has an accomplishment they want to accomplish. Everybody should build everybody up. But not everybody sees it that way. And for all the haters and naysayers, you got them haters and naysayers, of course. And sometimes you have to block and get rid of some people. But to the ones that are true and loyal, to the ones that just tune in overall, in everything, not just my content, but everybody's content, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and building each other up. And speaking of building each other up, Jeremy Smith, hey, we've known each other for 20 plus years, Jeremy Smith. Thank you for tuning in to the Facebook Live pre-show. I appreciate you very much. And happy 20-year anniversary on us being friends. Can you believe it's been 20 years since we've been friends? Since we've known each other? The Hollands and the Smith families known each other? 20 years has went by so fast. And we continue to grow strong and build each other up. Speaking of that, we got that news on your sister. Congratulations on your sister's news. And I pray for great health and a great outcome in the name of Jesus. And for those of you all that don't know, tomorrow, if you're able to, Trinity Pentecostal Church is going to have a special guest minister in Evangelist John Carter. And I'm glad that you're tuning in, Ilma Hamilton. Not Ilma. Hold on a second. That's a blooper right there. Ilma Hampton. Ilma. No. No, I'm sorry. Emily Hampton. Please forgive me, Emily Hampton. I'm so sorry for saying the wrong name. I'm so sorry, Emily Hampton. There we go. Emily Hampton. I got that right. Thank you for tuning in to the Facebook Live pre-show. I appreciate you tuning in so much. But back to my point. Trinity Pentecostal Church, Pastor John Carter was there preaching this past Sunday. So this Thursday, tomorrow night at 6 or 7 p.m., I think, Evangelist John Carter will be there in Pineville, Kentucky. Those of you all that are able to, go down there and be with him at Trinity Pentecostal Church at Pineville, Kentucky to hear Evangelist John Carter. And speaking of that, I'm glad you tuned in, Emily Hampton. I got that right. If you see Jake, or if you're around Jake, tell him I said hello, and tell him I said what's up. Pastor John Carter has just announced on where he's going to be preaching at the rest of the year. For more information on that, be sure to follow him, and he'll let you know on what's happening with this preaching schedule. But this Saturday in Big Stone Gap, Virginia, at the Refuge Church of Jesus, I believe, they're going to have two special guest singers in the future, in Colin Colston, CJ, brother CJ, and my mother, the legendary Christian singer and minister and future First Ballot Hall of Famer in Prophetess Prentice Holland. Those two will be the guest singers for the benefit singing at 2 p.m. in Big Stone Gap, Virginia. at the Refuge Church of Jesus. Be sure to go over there and support them. They will need all the support. But not only support them, support that whole event, because that whole event should be a good turnout overall. Well, now, this is going to do it. We are just about out of time for the Facebook pre-show. I want to thank each and every single person that's tuned in all around the world, wherever you're at in social media, on your TV sites, whatever the case may be. I appreciate everybody tuning into the Facebook Live pre-show. So we're getting ready to transition over to One Way Ministries church service here in just 5 to 10 minutes. Then we're going to go to the Talk of Pontius Palace episode 122. After that, we're ending it with the Facebook Live post show. And then we'll do a couple birthday shouts after that. So, again, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page in Poncho HollandVEVO. Follow me on Facebook, my personal page in Joseph James Holland. Be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page in Poncho Blazing ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Be sure to follow Global Force Records, GFR Incorporated's Facebook and YouTube page. And be sure to follow One Way Ministries YouTube and Facebook page. And please follow my mother, Prophetess Princess Holland, on her Facebook page and her YouTube page in Prophetess Princess HollandVEVO. And follow her on follow her on TikTok, as long as me on TikTok also. And to all fans that tune in around the world, wherever you're at, on my content, on all content that I do, I appreciate all you fans around the world. No matter what your age is, no matter what your race is, no matter what your lifestyle is. I appreciate all fans around the world. All fans matter around the world. You all are truly great. To all the church family, all my blood-related family, thank you. Wherever you're at around the world, I appreciate all of you all too. To all my friends around the world, I appreciate all my friends around the world. And I just appreciate everybody around the world. Everybody has a role. Everybody has a job. Everybody has something important to do. Everybody has work to do. We all have a success story. We all have a story. We all have a song. We all have a message. But one thing is for certain. Hey, we all have to live life 24/7, no matter what. I'm out for the Facebook Live pre-show. I will be back on here on Facebook Live for the post-show about 1:15. We'll call it about 1:15 at least. But until then, just be sure to transition over to YouTube at Poncho HollandVEVO, because we'll be live on there in just a little bit. Keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. And I'm signing out as of right now.